Let's have a look at this writing task given to us by a student, and we'll see at the end how much this will score and how this compares to how you write. Now the start is Dear Mr. John. Perfect, very good, formal start. It has to be personalized, so if you say to whom it may concern, you will lose marks in CELPIP. Have to be personalized, and then your cooperation in this matter is greatly appreciated. I have my doubts about that as a conclusion, because if you see all the body paragraphs, they have reasonable words, except for this one. Body 3 has so many words that it's taking away from your conclusion. This is something that everybody can do. Although it's slightly better than I'm looking forward to talking to you, it should have been a complex sentence or at least 2 sentences in the conclusion to make it stand out. Something like your cooperation in this matter is greatly appreciated. Furthermore, if you need any assistance with regards to this, please reach out. Or please reach out to me. That would be a more complete conclusion. So it's lacking because you have too many things being said here. But the finish here in the salutation is perfect. Yours sincerely, and the full name. Now when we look at the start, it says the purpose of my writing today is to lodge a complaint. Right away you mention the purpose with advanced wordings like lodge a complaint instead of saying register a complaint. Regarding your online fitness program. Perfect, short and simple. Now here it's different. The purpose has to be short and simple, doesn't need to be complex, so job well done. Let's check the flow of the student. Starts with to begin with, which is just perfect for a body 1. Now here you have since, which is nice, but there is never a comma after since. So it's a grammatical mistake, kind of dents the good start that he has. Now why this is a good start is because since and given the, both these words start what we call complex sentences. Because when you start sentences with these words, you break it down into 2 parts. So given the aforementioned scenario, that's one part, and then the next part is this one that is highlighted. So that's good. And it also is a very good flow because to begin with is the first one, since is the next connector, and given the aforementioned scenario, it's like wrapping up the idea that, hey, based on what I just said, then this is the next thing I'm going to say. So very good points on flow. Now here you can see the format that the student uses is almost 2 sentences per body paragraph to explain the task response or whatever is being asked in the bullet points. That's very nicely done here as well. And furthermore is a good connector to start the next sentence. So job well done there. When we come to this paragraph, the strategy changes. There are now 3 sentences, and this is where the problem lies. Not only is it not uniform anymore, which may or may not affect marks, but it is definitely affecting their marks in the conclusion because now you don't have enough words or time to explain the conclusion. Now, the other big mistake we see with students is the overuse of I throughout all the paragraphs, and that is where you want to use some passive voice sentences, not just active ones. And that's where the student is lacking points again, so the range would be lacking. Well, whenever I see the connectors, they're just beautiful. On top of that, given that, furthermore, other than that, this is nicely done. So you want to make sure you use as many as you can, but not in every sentence. So if you see a sentence like this, no connector needed. Sentence like this, no connector needed. And that's just a good balance. I can also notice the student has done a good mixture of something like this, complex sentences, and then something with, for example, if we look here, this is a simple sentence, doesn't have 2 clauses. So a good mixture exists there as well. Apart from that, the student is making numerous grammar mistakes. We'll not get into that. That will take too much time. But based on the grammar mistakes and based on a good task response, plus the pros and cons that I discussed in this video, what do you guys think the student scores? Try to pause the video and analyze, because that will be your own evaluation too. In my opinion, this student will score a score of 7 maximum. It cannot score 8. This writing cannot score 9 or more because there are just too many mistakes. So if you write like this, there are a lot of good things you're doing, there are a lot of bad things you're doing, and you will not get 9+. If you need a 9+, you got to get rid of all those mistakes. And you can also check out our CELPIP 15-hour course in the description to ensure you get guaranteed results. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk soon.